A very warm welcome to each one of you. I hope you all are doing good. I am Ashima and I am back again with another video on a new topic related to verbal reasoning, right? And today the topic for us is to understand the main idea. But before starting with a new class, I always discuss what was previously taught to you guys. So पिछले कुछ videos में I have discussed vocabulary with you, and in vocabulary we try to understand कि vocabulary के sources क्या क्या हैं, क्या क्या problems होती हैं vocabulary और new words learn करने में, right? Then we discussed a few strategies which can be used to learn vocabulary. Also, we discussed a few tricks which can be used to find the meaning of the words in the paper when we have no idea about the meaning of the words. Right? So that is all that we did in the previous class. Also, I asked you guys one question, which was, who is an obstetrician and who is an ophthalmologist? For all those who remember this word, I want you guys to tell me the meaning of these two words first of all. This was your homework which I gave you guys in the previous class. You have to tell me the meaning of this word. Alright, so let's just see. Obstetrician is a person who is specialized in childbirth and pregnancies, right? Who is an ophthalmologist? A doctor who is a specialist in dealing with diseases or problems related to the eyes is known as an ophthalmologist, right? And who is an optometrist? Optometrist is a person who checks your eyesight. This is the only difference here, right? I hope these three words are clear to you guys. That is why I gave you these three words for homework, right? Now, we will be moving ahead and we will be discussing. Also, I gave you guys one question in the previous class which was related to vocabulary. I hope you all have solved that question, right? If you have any doubts in that question, please comment down in the comment section below and I will reply back to your answers, right? So let's just start with today's class, and today's class is all about main idea questions. Now, I will tell you guys a story. I'll narrate a story here, right? And first of all, I'll narrate the story in Hindi and then I'll narrate the story in English to you guys. Alright. So once, एक बारी क्या हुआ कि एक खरगोश था, right? और एक कछुआ था. We all have heard of this story, right? We all have heard of this story. So एक कछुआ, एक खरगोश, right? कछुआ और खरगोश की रेस होती है, right? दोनों की रेस होती है. Now, in that race, the hare, it jumps, right? And it reaches up to a certain end, right? And there he sees that, oh, the tortoise is way too far away. He sleeps, he rests for a while, thinking, being overconfident that he has already won the race because he has reached almost the finishing line, right? Now, while he was resting, the tortoise, right? He was slowly, steadily, consistently walking, right? Slowly, steadily, consistently walking, and finally the hare kept on sleeping and जो कछुआ था वो जीत जाता है, right? अब आधी इंग्लिश हो गई, आधी हिंदी होगी. आशिमा मैम ने तो स्टोरी सुना दी. हाँ, मैंने स्टोरी सुना दी आपको. अब मेरा क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे ये है, have you guys understood that what was the theme and what was the main idea? मैम दोनों सेम से लग रहे हैं. मेन आइडिया मतलब कुछ मेन होगा स्टोरी में. आइडिया मतलब जो मेन बात करना चाह रहा है वो. थीम क्या होता है? वी डोंट नो व्हाट इज अ थीम, right? So first thing first, all those students who know the difference between the main idea and the theme, they have to comment down in the comment section below, right? Now think about it. I'm giving you 1 minute to think what is a theme and what is a main idea, and then I'll start teaching you guys what is a theme and then I'll start teaching what is main idea. Think about it. Okay, चलो. अब हमने हमेशा से छोटे होते से हमने एक वर्ड सुना है moral. What is the moral of the story? Moral क्या होता है? जो आपको सीखने को मिला स्टोरी से, राइट? सो सीखने को हमें क्या मिला? थीम, राइट? एंड कैसे हमें सीखने को मिला? यूजिंग द मेन आइडिया, राइट? सो हियर यू गाइज नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि थीम जो होता है दैट इज यूनिवर्सल, राइट? एंड मेन आइडिया is not universal, which shows that theme can be applied to other contexts as well, but main idea cannot apply to other context. अब ये तो मैम आपने और कॉम्प्लिकेट कर दिया. We are not able to understand anything, right? I'll give you an example here. See, let's say the theme is law. ठीक है? तो लॉ के बारे में हम क्या क्या बात कर सकते हैं? What is law? Where did it come from? How did it come to existence? Where is it seen? Where is it used? See, एक थीम से कितने सारे मेन आइडियाज हो सकते हैं ना रिलेटेड. सो दिस इज व्हाट यू गाइज नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि थीम एक ब्रॉडर एस्पेक्ट है, whereas main idea is something specific to the context, right? I hope now it is clear to you guys. So ये है थीम आपका और ये मेन आइडिया है. दिस इज द थीम एंड दिस इज मेन आइडिया, राइट? अब मेन आइडिया में बहुत सारे मेन आइडियाज हो सकते हैं एक थीम के अंदर, राइट? आई होप थीम एंड मेन आइडिया आर क्लियर टू एवरीवन. Don't worry, we will be solving a few questions where we will be understanding the application of this concept into our questions. Right? So you need not worry. Abhi filhal ke liye just try to understand this concept. I hope this is clear to everyone. Right? If it is not, you can always comment down in the comment section below and I can help you guys out. Right? So let's just move ahead and talk about the main idea and why do we try and know about the main idea while we are reading about something, right? So सबसे पहले main idea क्या है and what is the PAR? PAR here means what is the importance of main idea. ठीक है, चलो. So what you learn today is what is the main idea in RC. ठीक है, how it differs from other ideas in the passage, how to quickly identify the main idea, common traps in MCQs, advanced techniques for CLAT level passages, and practice questions and explanations. Right? This is all that you guys are going to learn today. Right? Got it? Chalo. So let's just see. So starting with the first thing, why identifying the main idea is important for us. अब मुझे बताओ कि main idea क्यों जरूरी है. आपको अगर एक स्टोरी नरेट की गई है तो आपको पता होना चाहिए ना कि आपको स्टोरी क्यों नरेट की गई है. व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द स्टोरी? आपको क्या सिखाया जा रहा है यहाँ पे? आपको ये पता है? दिस इज व्हाई समथिंग इज रिटन और समथिंग इज टोल्ड टू यू, राइट? सो दैट समथिंग व्हिच यू अंडरस्टैंड, right? Or that's something which is being taught to you by a story or by a reading comprehension is the main idea, right? So high frequency questions are usually asked from this type in the English RCs, right? बहुत सारे questions पूछे जाते हैं from main idea, right? आप previous year questions उठा के देखो, उसमें there will be many questions which will be there from main idea, right? Secondly, one right main idea equals to high accuracy in summary, inference, tone and attitude based questions. And if you see the previous year papers, you will get to know that most of the questions in English are from these only, राइट आपको समरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आपका इजीली सॉल्व हो जाएगा, आपका इन्फ्रेंस बेस्ड क्वेश्चन इजीली सॉल्व हो जाएगा, एंड आपका टोन और एटीट्यूड बेस्ड क्वेश्चन तो डेफिनेटली हो जाएगा सॉल्व यहाँ से, राइट अगर आपको मेन आइडिया क्लियर हो गया तो. ऑल्सो इट सेव्स टाइम ड्यूरिंग RC by giving you a road map of the passage, right? This is what you guys need to remember. Now what is the definition of main idea? So we will understand कि अगर आपसे कोई पूछे कि मेन आइडिया होता क्या है, राइट तो आप उसे कैसे डिफाइन करोगे. So the most important point or the argument that the author wants to communicate, as I already told you, कि जो चीज़ आपको समझाई जा रही है by the passage or by what is being told to you, that becomes the main idea. Sometimes this happens, no, that some of our friend comes up to us and he keeps on explaining us something or the other, बोली जा रहा है, and we are not able to understand कि बोलना क्या चाह रहा है. So what do we say? आप समझाना क्या चाहते हो, तो जो वो समझाना चाहता है that becomes your main idea. I hope this is something that you guys can relate to, right? So now it answers what is the author's central message or why did the author write this passage, right? Got it? I hope this is clear to everyone. Now we will move ahead and we will see. अच्छा इससे पहले आपको एक चीज समझा दूं. Let's say this is the main idea. Everything that will be written in the passage will revolve around this, right? So you have to see what is that one common point in the passage which is being reflected again and again, right? That becomes the main idea. I hope everything is making sense till here. Even if it is not, you guys will have to bear with it. Why? Because only and only once you understand, right? Only and only once you read the entire concept, you see the entire video, it will be clear to you, right? Now, moving ahead, what are the examples of main idea? And here are a few illustrations as well for you guys. First thing first, passage का theme है climate change, right? जिस भी passage में बहुत ज़्यादा environment के बारे में, climate के बारे में, right? Biological degradation के बारे में या फिर pollution के बारे में बात हो रही है, it is somewhat related to climate change, right? And वहाँ पे मेन आइडिया कैसे कैसे से हो सकते हैं, क्या एग्जाम्पल्स हो सकते हैं. सी अडेप्टेशन स्ट्रैटेजीज आर एज क्रूशियल एज मिटिगेशन, राइट? कि अडेप्टेशन इज एज इंपॉर्टेंट एज मिटिगेशन, राइट? नेक्स्ट सोशल मीडिया से रिलेटेड कैसे से एग्जाम्पल्स हो सकते हैं मेन आइडिया के. सोशल मीडिया इम्पैक्ट्स मेंटल हेल्थ सिग्निफिकेंटली, तो यहाँ पे हम सोशल मीडिया का इम्पैक्ट देख रहे हैं ऑन आवर मेंटल हेल्थ, राइट? एक और चीज हो सकती है यहाँ पे, सोशल मीडियाज इम्पैक्ट ऑन अडल्टहुड, राइट? सोशल मीडियाज इम्पैक्ट ऑन चाइल्डहुड, सोशल मीडियाज इम्पैक्ट ऑन टीनेजर्स, राइट? सोशल मीडिया एज अ ग्रोइंग field in technology, right? So social media is what? Social media is our theme, and rest all the other things that we'll be talking about become our main ideas, right? And उसके बाद जो सब पॉइंट्स लिख रहे हैं हम, उसके बाद जो फैक्ट्स लिख रहे हैं, they are premises, right? Then what is AI in education, right? तो हम यहाँ पे AI in education के बारे में ही बात कर रहे हैं. And in our topic we'll say AI tools are transforming modern education methods. ठीक है, this becomes our main idea. तो यहाँ पे हम बताएंगे कौन कौन से methods use हो रहे हैं, right? And how is it beneficial, how is it transforming, right? तो ये सारी चीज़ें हम इसके अंदर बताएंगे. Is this clear? This is how theme and main idea go hand in hand. But most of the time students don't know the clear difference between theme and the main idea. That is why I started my class with the difference between theme and main idea. Because the theme will not help you in any other question, right? It will just give you a gist of where does the passage belong to, right? Now, moving ahead, what is main idea versus other concepts? Let us see. Concept है supporting detail. What are supporting details? Supporting details का मतलब details हमें as such we all know what are details. Details are facts, right? They are examples and explanations, right? Which support a main point, right? They are known as supporting details. Key difference from main idea, they support the main idea, right? अब let's say the main idea is social media का example लेंगे. Social media and adulthood. One of the key details can be one of the surveys which was conducted among the age group of 20 to 30, right, to see their presence on social media. राइट तो यहाँ पे सोशल मीडिया और अडल्टहुड का रिलेशनशिप हम बता रहे हैं बाय गिविंग अ की डिटेल दैट वाज द फाइंडिंग ऑफ अ सर्वे wherein the subjects were those who belonged to that age group, right? So this becomes an example, an explanation, a fact. All of these are supporting details. Now what is the topic? Topic is the general subject, right? It is way too broad. Social media is way too broad, right? Moreover, it lacks author's point. Let's say the topic is subject media, social media, right? I'm so sorry. Let's say the topic is social media. Social media तो इतना vast topic है. How can you say कि author उसके बारे में क्या बात कर रहे हैं, right? Next, what is the theme? Theme here is broader moral or philosophical meaning, right? It is more abstract and main idea is more specific. Right? Main idea is more specific. I hope this is clear. Now, what is summary? अब summary क्या होती है? It is a condensed version of the whole passage. I'll give you a simple meaning here. Summary is nothing else but a compilation of all the important facts relating to the main idea. It may include minor points too, right? But this is what a summary is all about. I hope all these points are clear to you. If you have any doubts, please don't keep space for any doubts. Why? Because even one single doubt can actually keep you back and you can lose 1 mark, and 1 mark is enough to lose a position or a rank, right? Please don't keep any doubts. चलो आगे चलें. स्टेप बाय स्टेप अप्रोच टू फाइंड द मेन आइडिया. अब हम समझेंगे कि मैम आपने हमें समझा दिया मेन आइडिया क्या, आपने हमें समझा दिया थीम क्या है, आपने हमें समझाया की डिटेल्स क्या है, व्हाट इज द मेन सब्जेक्ट, एंड यू ऑल्सो टोल्ड अस कि हाउ इज द मेन आइडिया डिफरेंट फ्रॉम थीम, राइट? नाउ यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन अस कि मैम आपने ये सब बता दिया, अब ये बताओ कि इसको निकालना कैसे है, क्योंकि पैसेजेस इतने लेंदी हैं. How will we find so many things from it? See, first thing first, I don't have a magic wand, neither does anyone else, right? So you will have to practice, but I'll make sure that your concepts are clear, right? Chalo, let us start. First thing first, skim the passage for structure, right? अब skimming का मतलब होता है ऊपर ऊपर से पढ़ना, but now ऊपर ऊपर से पढ़ के हमें कैसे समझ आएगा कि main idea क्या है? Let's see. So identify where the passage introduces, explains and concludes. तो आपको समझ आना चाहिए कि कहाँ से पैसेज का मेन आइडिया शुरू हो रहा है, कहाँ पे कंक्लूजन है, राइट, एंड कहाँ पे इंक्लूजन है ऑफ एक्सप्लेनेशंस. देन चेक हेडिंग्स, सब हेडिंग्स इफ प्रेजेंट. अगर आपको कहीं ना कहीं रिलेटेबिलिटी दिख रही है इन बिटवीन द सब हेड्स, तो वहाँ से भी आप कहीं ना कहीं अपना मेन आइडिया ड्रॉ कर सकते हो, राइट? देन मूविंग अहेड, फाइंड आउट ऑथर्स पर्पस. What is the author's purpose? Is he writing it to inform you about something, to argue about something, to analyze something, to critique something, or to describe something? Now most of the students will be like, मैम आपको कैसे पता? Options में तो यही words use होते हैं. To inform this, right? To inform about this, to argue about this point, right? To criticize this point. मैम अब हम उन्हीं क्वेश्चंस में तो कंफ्यूज होते हैं. लेट अस सी हाउ टू सॉल्व दीज थिंग्स, राइट? तो ये फाइंड आउट द ऑथर्स पर्पस हियर, राइट? पर्पस इज कि वो लिख क्यों रहा है इस चीज के बारे में, राइट? नाउ फोकस ऑन द ओपनिंग पैराग्राफ, दैट इज द थीसिस, राइट? ओपनिंग पैराग्राफ में ना यूजुअली थीसिस गिवन होती है. थीसिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज अनप्रूव्ड एंड फॉर व्हिच यू गिव अ लॉट ऑफ फैक्ट्स इन ऑर्डर टू प्रूव दैट पॉइंट, राइट, वो थी हमारी थीसिस। नाउ टॉपिक सेंटेंसेस ऑफ द पैराग्राफ आपको देखने हैं और आपको एक बार कंक्लूजन ना यूजुअली हमें देयरफॉर, सो, देयरआफ्टर ऐसे वर्ड्स के बाद दिया होता है, बट क्लैट इज नॉट दैट इजी, राइट, तो वहां पे ऐसे वर्ड्स के बाद नहीं दिया होता, यू विल हैव टू फाइंड द कंक्लूजन। यूजुअली बाय द एंड ऑफ द पैसेज देयर इज अ कंक्लूजन व्हिच इज गिवन टू यू गाइस। अगर आपको कंक्लूजन समझ आ गया तो वहां से मेन आइडिया ड्रॉ करना बहुत ईजी हो जाता है, राइट। नाउ सो व्हाट इज अ कंक्लूजन? इट इज अ mere reinforcement of the main idea. Moving ahead to step by step approach to find the main idea, right? हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर रहे थे, दिस इज द फोर्थ पॉइंट हियर। नाउ इग्नोर नॉइस, राइट। नॉइस क्या है यहाँ पे? अब आप बोलोगे मैम पढ़ते पढ़ते कौन सी आवाज आ रही है? Is it the distractions that we are talking about? No, we are not talking about the physical distractions. We are talking about the distractions which you usually see or the clutter that you see within a passage. Right? तो वो क्या clutter होता है? Statistics, you need to avoid them. You need to avoid examples. You need to avoid anecdotes or the stories which are given, and you need to avoid case studies. जब आप case studies, anecdotes, examples, statistics हटा देते हो, उसके बाद जो बचता है वो author का व्यू पॉइंट होता है, right? Then these only support or explain the main idea. ठीक है, तो अगर ये सारी चीजें निकाल ही दोगे, जो बच जाएगा वही मेन आइडिया रह जाएगा, right? I hope this is clear. Then paraphrase in one sentence in your own word. This is something which you have to practice. So आज के बाद all the students, all the people who are watching my videos, they need to understand this thing. आज के बाद आप कोई भी पैराग्राफ पढ़ोगे, आप साइड में उसे शॉर्ट में लिखोगे, राइट? शॉर्ट में आई मीन बाय राइटिंग इट इन one line or summing it up in 2 sentences itself. I don't want a summary worth page. राइट, समरी का मतलब होता है शॉर्ट में लिखना किसी चीज को, राइट? तो एक पैराग्राफ को पढ़ने के बाद आप उसे शॉर्ट में विद इन 1 सेंटेंस और 2 sentences कंप्लीट कर लो, राइट? दिस विल हेल्प यू पैराफ्रेज का मतलब समझना स्टोरी को बेटर, राइट? एंड टू ड्रॉ द डॉट्स बिटवीन कनेक्टिंग पॉइंट्स। यूजुअली क्या होता है जब हम पढ़ रहे होते हैं ना, फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ, सेकंड पैराग्राफ, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ, ऑल दोज हु ऑलरेडी नो कि कितने लेंथी पैराग्राफ्स होते हैं, दे विल बी नोइंग कि लास्ट पैराग्राफ तक पहुंचते हम ये भूल जाते हैं कि फर्स्ट में क्या लिखा हुआ था। सो इन ऑर्डर टू ड्रॉ द डॉट्स बिटवीन ऑल दीज पैराग्राफ्स, यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको पैराफ्रेज करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट? सो मेक इट अ हैबिट व्हेनेवर यू आर रीडिंग एनी पैसेज, राइट? व्हेनेवर यू आर रीडिंग एनीथिंग, लेट्स से, राइट, उसको पैराफ्रेज करना शुरू करो। नाउ अवॉइड jargons. What are jargons? Jargons are technical language, technical words which are related to a particular subject, right? And include both sides if balanced, right? Include both sides if balanced. Balance का मतलब कि जहाँ पे 2 व्यू पॉइंट्स है, 3 व्यू पॉइंट्स है, उन सबको इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंस दो। ये नहीं है कि हमें एक व्यू पॉइंट अच्छा लगा तो we'll just talk about that only. There you're forgetting the main idea, right? Now, moving ahead, let's see identifying author's purpose. अब ये जो words है ना, to inform, to argue, to analyze, to criticize, ये हमें usually answers में या options में दिखते हैं, right? So what is the main idea here? To inform about this and this, to criticize this, right? So ये जो हमें words है, ये starting of the options में दिखते हैं, and most of the students do get confused here. But I am telling you guys कि अगर आपको इनके बीच में difference पता है and you have read the passage or you have paraphrased the passage, it is very easy for you guys, right? अब typical clues क्या होते हैं? एक neutral tone, factual representation, ठीक है? जहाँ पे भी author आपको information दे रहा है about something, there he'll use a neutral tone, मतलब वो biased नहीं होगा, facts बहुत सारे present होंगे, right? Then main idea का एंगल क्या होगा? To inform you about the key conceptual explanation, right? To give you a key conceptual explanation, आपको concept के बारे में explain किया गया होगा। Then to argue, जहाँ पे भी argument की बात आती है वहाँ पे persuasive tone लगाती है। क्यों? क्योंकि वहाँ पे author is trying to prove his point, and जब भी आप अपना कोई point of view prove कर रहे हो तो आप क्या करते हो वहाँ पे? आप अपने आप को आपकी टोन बहुत ज़्यादा परसुएसिव हो जाती है, राइट. सो वो परसुएसिव टोन है. एक क्लियर स्टांस रखना जरूरी है. आप दोनों तरफ डिविंडल नहीं कर सकते हो. यू ईदर गो फॉर अ यस और अ नो, राइट. सो दैट इज व्हाट इज एन आर्ग्यूमेंट. एंड ऑल्सो यू प्रोवाइड एविडेंसेस देयर, right, to support your argument, to focus on the central argument, right. Is social media good or not for the teenagers, right? So one person will say yes, it is good, other will say no, it is not, right. So they will give their point of views. Along with that, they will mention a few evidences, right. So what is the author trying to do here? He's trying to argue the benefits or the demerits of social media for teenagers, right. Understood? That is the main idea. How to analyze? Analysis क्या होता है? Analysis में again the tone has to be neutral, but it has to be deep examination of pros and cons. तो analysis में हम लोग हर एक aspect को of a point हम समझते हैं, right? हम negatives को भी उतना ही weigh करते हैं और positives को भी, right? Now it is balanced, nuanced, main idea, right? Next is criticize. What do we mean by criticize? Criticism क्या होता है? So criticism always has a negative tone, right? I'm sorry, criticism always has a negative tone and it highlights the flaws. That is कि अगर किसी ने कहा कि social media is good for teenagers and the author doesn't support this view, he will definitely criticize it and he will use a negative tone or he will use certain facts which will negate the main idea. Right? So critique of an issue is what to criticize mean. Right? I hope these are clear to you. These are all the options that you will have in the paper. Now, common question sentences in CLAT for main idea. What is the main purpose? Purpose का मतलब अब उससे confuse मत हो जाना. Purpose again means what is the main idea, right? Which of the following best summarizes the central idea? जहाँ central idea लिखा है, that also means it is the main idea type question. What is the central theme of this passage? अब बच्चे central theme में ना confuse हो जाते हैं. Philosophy, psychology, फिर उनको options देख के याद आता है. Oh, they are talking about the central idea here or the main idea here. Right? Which statement best expresses the author's primary point? तो primary point क्या होगा? Main idea, right? So I hope these are clear to you guys. These are the questions. Question type है ये. ठीक है? और ये जो था ये हमारे options हैं. Now, there are a few tricks for you guys, right? Let's just see. सबसे पहले तो trap क्या होता है? Trap type too narrow. What do we mean? Focuses only on the part of the passage. अब हम वो चीजें बता रहे हैं जिस हिसाब से options frame होते हैं, right? So while you are answering the paper, ना think like the examiner और think like the paper setter. Paper को अगर set करना है, उसके लिए one thing which is important is to simply use such options which can easily jumble up the mind of the kids, right? Let's see कैसे. या तो वो आपको एक पॉइंट के बारे में बात करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, डज दिस कवर द एंटायर पैसेज? जब भी आप ना ऐसे किसी ट्रैप में फंस जाते हो, लेट्स से देयर आर 4 पॉइंट्स, राइट? 4 पॉइंट्स. मेन आइडिया के क्वेश्चन के ऑप्शंस में आपको वो किसी एक पॉइंट के बारे में दे देंगे एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स विल फील हाँ ये सही है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो बायस थे इस पॉइंट को लेके, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इज द फर्स्ट ट्रैप व्हिच इज टू नैरो, जहाँ पे बात बहुत चीज़ों के बारे में होती है पर हमें वो याद रहता है जिसके लिए हम बायस थे, राइट? नेक्स्ट इज टू ब्रॉड विच मीन्स इट कवर्स मच मोर देन डिस्कस्ड. लेट्स से टॉपिक ही इतू सा है, राइट? टॉपिक इतू सा है और आप दुनिया जहान के बारे में उसमें बातें कर रहे हो, right? So what are you trying to do here? You are trying to cover a lot many topics, and while covering a lot many aspects, the student forgets the main idea, right? So that is why this becomes a trap for you guys. Next is irrelevant. Most of the times what happens is कि options में एक ऐसा question होता है which is easily eliminated, right? एक ऐसा option होता है which can get easily eliminated. Why? Because it is irrelevant to the question in hand or the passage in hand. Right? Mentions minor example or details, right? In order to see कि ये option eliminate किया जाना चाहिए या नहीं, you simply have to align with the whole passage. ठीक है, कि क्या ये ऑप्शन पूरे पैसेज के साथ जा रहा है, नहीं जा रहा, सिंपली एलिमिनेटेड, राइट. एंड लास्टली डिस्टॉर्शन. What do we mean by that? Twist facts or add extreme language. For example, पूरे पैसेज में कहीं पे भी कोई एक्सट्रीम वर्ड नहीं यूज किया, बट ऑप्शन में लिख दिया ओनली, ऑलवेज, राइट. सो यहाँ पे आपका ओनली और ऑलवेज वाला गलत हो जाएगा ऑप्शन, राइट. सो जब तक कुछ एक्सट्रीम बात नहीं की गई पैसेज में, तब तक आप एक्सट्रीमिटीज को ऑप्शन में मार्क करके नहीं आओगे, right. So avoid options with extreme or emotional words, right, because they are just traps for you guys and they are distorting your senses here, right. This is what it is. Now keywords to spot in options. देखो, words that often indicate correct main idea, कौन कौन से words हैं? Focuses on, examines, discusses, analyzes and highlights. क्योंकि usually author का purpose यही होता है, right. Now, words that are usually traps for you guys are number 1, always, never, must and absolutely. Why? Because they are extremes. Unless and until supported in the passage, they will never be the main idea. Right? Now, solely का क्या मतलब है? Completely, entirely, again, extremities. Words not mentioned in the passage at all. They are irrelevant options for you guys. Right? I hope this is clear to everyone. I know it won't be that clear, but trust me, once we start solving the questions, it will be really clear to you guys. And question solving is the next video that will be uploaded, right? So please wait for that. Read the strategies properly, see the video properly, and keep these strategies in mind so that while we are solving the questions and while I am teaching you how to mark the correct option, it becomes easy for you to relate. Right? Now, practice-based question is here, right? Let's solve this. In a global economy, digital currencies are reshaping financial markets. While some countries embrace them, what is them here? Digital currencies. Or innovation, others are cautious due to regulatory concerns. The debate over digital currencies potential continues worldwide. So यहाँ पे it is very easy for us to understand what are we talking about. We are talking about digital currencies, right? And their uses. Let's see. What is the main idea of the passage? Digital currencies are risky for the financial market. Second, some countries are banning digital currencies completely. Digital currencies are causing a global debate about their future, and digital currencies are the only future of global finance. Think about it. I'll give you an answer here. अभी तक हम extremities के बारे में बात कर रहे थे कि they are the only future of global finance. I don't think so anywhere it is written कि इसके बिना finances नहीं work करेंगे या इसके बिना financial market का कुछ फायदा ही नहीं है. It is nowhere written, right? So इसको तो तुम पहले ही eliminate कर दो. Next, digital currencies are causing a global debate about their future. Obviously, they are talking about here, right? कि भाई हमें नहीं पता, right? हमें नहीं पता. Got it? Next, some countries are banning digital currencies completely. एक तो पहला तो word banning, दूसरा completely. क्या यहाँ पे हमने कहीं बात करी है कि किसी कंट्री ने यहाँ पे बैन किया है? We are not talking about it. इसको भी eliminate कर दो. Now, digital currencies are risky for the financial market. हाँ, इसके बारे में जरूर हमने बात करी है, but कहाँ करी है? Others are cautious. तो हम यहाँ समझ गए कि कोई रिस्क होगा तभी तो cautious होगा. But are we solely talking about it? No, this is one of the viewpoints which is given here, right? So जहाँ पे हमने tone arrow लिखा था उसकी वजह से इसको भी eliminate कर दो. So what is the clear answer here? ये, because broadly we are talking about this only, ना? So what is the answer? Answer is 3. Now let's just read this. Practice question number 2. Online education has expanded significantly due to the pandemic, right? However, educators worry about student engagement and the lack of impersonal communication in virtual classes. ठीक है। हाउएवर पहले वाले में हम समझ रहे हैं, उन्होंने ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन के बारे में कहा कि इसकी वजह से पैंडेमिक की वजह से ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रो किया, राइट। बट एजुकेटर्स जो हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा टेंशन में, जस्ट बिकॉज स्टूडेंट और का जो एंगेजमेंट है, दैट इज द इंटरपर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन बिटवीन द एजुकेटर एंड द स्टूडेंट, वो बहुत ज़्यादा कम हो रहा है ड्यू टू वर्चुअल क्लासरूम्स. So what is the central idea here? Online education has become the new standard. Next, educators are concerned about online education challenges. ठीक है? Again, an important word. Virtual classrooms should be abolished. Abolish का मतलब बिल्कुल खत्म कर दो. अब again, extremity आ गई, eliminate this option. Next, online education improves student performance drastically. This is something opposite to what is being said in the second sentence, right? कि it improves student performance drastically. But यहाँ पे तो हम बात student performance की कर ही नहीं रहे, right? We are talking about student engagement and interpersonal connection between the student and the teacher. तो इसकी बात नहीं कर रहे, ये भी eliminate कर दो. Online education has become the new standard. ये कहीं हमने कहा है कि इसके अलावा और कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है. It has become the new standard. ये तो नहीं कहा हमने. So according to me, answer should be B, because this is the only thing we are talking about कि educators are concerned, right? And that too about online education challenges. और उनमें से एक challenge है ये कि students का engagement नहीं है class में. So the answer is B, right? Let's just talk about the third paragraph. Alright, the rise of online education platforms has revolutionized the way students learn. ठीक है? From video lectures to interactive quizzes, digital tools offers flexibility and convenience. However, जहाँ आ जाते हैं वहाँ से बात reverse होनी शुरू हो जाती है. So you need to underline such words, right? Many educators argue that virtual learning cannot fully replace the personal interaction and discipline of traditional classrooms. Despite these concerns, again, despite का मतलब reversal. These concerns, the growth of online learning seems unstoppable, right? Especially with technological advancements and changing student preferences. ठीक है? अब जब भी ऐसा सा पैसेज है ना जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा टोन्स चेंज हो रही हैं, तो यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव लिखो, यहाँ नेगेटिव लिखो और यहाँ पे फिर से पॉजिटिव लिख दो. ठीक है? राइट डाउन पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव जहाँ पे भी आपको लग रहा है टोन्स चेंज हो रही हैं. राइट नाउ, व्हाट इज द मेन आइडिया ऑफ द पैसेज? ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन लैक्स डिसिप्लिन एंड इफेक्टिवनेस. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म्स आर रिप्लेसिंग traditional learning methods. ठीक है. Next, the rapid rise of online education is transforming learning despite its drawbacks. And lastly, online education is the only future of learning. अब सब स्टूडेंट्स के दिमाग में एक चीज आई, जोश मैम ने सिखाई कि मैम जहां ओनली लिखा है ना, जब तक वो सपोर्टेड नहीं है उसको एलिमिनेट कर दो. कर दो फिर एलिमिनेट. इट्स इजी. राइट. ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन लैक्स डिसिप्लिन एंड इफेक्टिवनेस. इसके बारे में तो हमने बात ही नहीं करी. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म्स आर रिप्लेसिंग ट्रेडिशनल लर्निंग मेथड्स. बट यहां पे एक बात कही उन्होंने सेकेंड पॉइंट में कि इट कैन नॉट फुल्ली रिप्लेस. राइट. कर रहे हैं रिप्लेस, वी अग्री, बट फुल्ली नहीं कर सकते. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉट द मेन आइडिया, बिकॉज दिस इज वन पार्ट ऑफ इट. Last is, the only option that is left with us is that the rapid rise of online education is transforming learning despite its drawbacks. So this is a clear-cut winner for us, right? This is how you answer the questions, right? Next passage. In increasingly urbanized cities कौन सी है? Modern cities, right? Green spaces such as parks and community gardens play an essential role. They provide not only environmental benefits such as improving air quality, but also serve as social hubs, offering residents places to relax, exercise, and connect with others. City planners are now focusing more on integrating these green areas within urban landscapes to promote healthier, more connected communities. Read it properly. These are the options. Now you give me the answer to it. Okay, so what should be the main idea here? That the city planner should prioritize green spaces over housing projects. Urban green spaces provide both environmental and social benefits. Urban parks can help reduce air pollution in cities, and community gardens are the most effective way to connect neighborhoods. What do you think should be the answer here? The answer here is B. Urban green spaces provide both environmental and social factors. क्योंकि improves, relaxes, exercises, ये सारी क्या है? Social benefits है, right? So here the answer is B. City planners should prioritize green spaces over housing projects. But क्यों? वही तो समझाया ना main idea में. Next. So this should not be the main idea. Urban parks can help reduce air pollution in cities, right? तो यहाँ पे तो सिर्फ एयर पोल्यूशन की बात हो रही है. सो दिस इज वे टू नैरो फॉर अस. सो दिस कैन नॉट बी द मेन आइडिया. कम्युनिटी गार्डन्स आर द मोस्ट इफेक्टिव. मोस्ट फिर से एक्सट्रीमिटी होगी. हेंस दिस कैन नॉट बी द मेन आइडिया, राइट? सो आफ्टर सॉल्विंग 4 क्वेश्चंस आई होप आपको थोड़ी क्लैरिटी आई है कि मेन आइडियाज कैसे सॉल्व होंगे एंड हम ऑप्शंस को कैसे चेकआउट कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन एंड विद दिस आई बिलीव you guys have already understood. Here I am giving you a trick. First thing first, जहाँ लंबे passages हैं वहाँ पे you need to summarize a passage in one sentence, that is paraphrasing, right? You have to check each option and you have to check whether the options are too extreme, they are out of the box, too narrow, too broad, and you have to understand that the main idea captures the passage's main point. And you have to eliminate options that miss even one key element, right? So this is the learning that main idea is the central message of the passage. Avoid any traps. Too narrow, too broad, too extreme cannot be the main idea. Focus on author's purpose and practice. Again, I am saying one thing, I don't have a magic wand with me. All I have is a concept clarity which I will provide in my lectures, and make sure you attend the classes regularly. Don't miss out on classes, and please do understand the points which I am telling you again and again, right? That is enough for today, I believe, right? If you have any doubts anywhere in any topic that I've explained till now, please do comment down in the comment section below and I'll be glad to reach out to you guys. So with this, I'll end the class here and I hope you all stay safe and stay happy. Thank you so much.